Hello, all. Welcome to episode 2 of Food I Cooked This Month. This is probably more than likely actually a month, but not this month. Uh, it might be maybe August, October, one of those. Anyway, so this is inspired by pho, but it's definitely not even close to pho. Um, I just did veggie broth and some noodles. Yep. And then I ate a lot of one pot pasta recipes during this time because in my house we have pasta on Thursdays. So for this one, I just did chopped onion, garlic, mushroom, broccoli, tomato, salt. I steamed it for a long time until like everything started melding together, and I added pesto. Let's see if I'm right. Yes, I added pesto, and I added some coconut oil, and I let it go. I let it go, I let it go until it simmered. And the joy of one pot pasta recipes is that you literally throw it all into one dish. You let it cook, you let it cook, you let it cook. You add in either a sauce or water. You add in your pasta and you cover it. And you leave it alone. It's so easy. So easy. And it always is good. Oh. Okay? So this is the stage before cooking the pasta in. So it's just, I added water to the sauce. Remember it's like a pesto-y tomato sauce because there was fresh tomatoes and pesto in here. And then I let it cook. And it gave me this magic masterpiece. Yep. And there she is. A one pot pasta of my dreams. Okay, so next I did a veggie fried rice. Remember using previous day rice? Like let it just sit in the fridge. But anyway, first I of course start with onion. I chop the onion, dice the onion. And I think I did broccoli, I added cauliflower. You can add tofu, you can add whatever. Traditional fried rice would normally have an would normally have an egg, but I did not feel that this day. So it was just veggies. And there's the tofu. And you can see in the distance, you see the tomatoes. I always add a tomato glass if you don't want them to be like mush and skin. So I like to sizzle the tofu and onions together until the onions are like turning clear and the tofu's like crispy. That was coconut oil in the pot, if you were wondering. The thing is, that is an always pan, and with an always pan, you don't need that much oil. So I'm not sure why I put that much in that day. Maybe it was just like I need some extra fat in here. I don't know, but yeah, you can use very little oil, and it won't stick. It'll turn perfectly fine. It'll be delicious. So we love that for us. And for some reason, I'm like addicted to cruciferous, like the broccoli, the kale, the cauliflower, cruciferous vegetables. They're so good. So you'll see me cook those a lot. So yes, I did add cauliflower too. So I was being impatient here, but um, I would have ideally waited until the tofu started yellowing and browning before I added in some of the liquids. But yeah, I added that stir fry sauce and some liquid aminos, or you could also use soy sauce. I use both when I cook sometimes, but this time I just used Bragg's. And I let it simmer, 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 simmer. And then after it's like really simmered together, I added in mushrooms, and I'm probably gonna add my broccoli and cauliflower. I normally wait until after everything like looks like it's blended and all the same color and nice and dark before I add in the broccoli. Because like vegetables like broccoli, cauliflower, tomato, all of those are like not like they don't have a ton of water, but they add water into your dish. So if you really wanted crispy tofu and mushrooms and onions, you want to wait until they're crisp up before you add in your veggies. So here I was a little impatient, so I added them in a little early, but whatever. It still tastes the same, it's just not as crispy. And so in this case, I wait until the broccoli's like a third of the way cooked, and then you can add in your rice. And you mix it, and you mix it, and I like to add lemon or lime because adding an acid component to my food is like one of my favorite things to do, but I don't think I showed that. But I probably did add lemon, so add it and see what you think. Not too much, just enough. And yeah, there's the fried rice. Okay, so quickly, there's a grain bowl variation here and a vodka fettuccine. That one is not vegan, it's like vegetarian. I would say like I'm half and half, so I'm not always completely vegan. Um, what do we have next? This is a vegan pizza. I used an accidentally vegan crust that was pre-made. And I don't think I show here, but if I can find it, I'll add it into the description box. So, yeah, that's the pre-made crust, like dough. And then I did mushroom and onion and spinach and tofu. And then sauce, obviously. So, what is your vote? Do you like a lot of sauce, or like a really thin amount of sauce, or like no sauce? I love sauce, so I tend to add a lot, but this time I was trying to be moderate with my sauce. Like normally I add way more, simply because this is the first time I'm using this dough, and I just don't want it to be too messy. So, I added sauce, onion, mushroom. I think next time I would chop the mushrooms even smaller. I like the aesthetic of like the big slices of mushroom like this, but it's harder to like eat. Like big mushroom pieces can fall off. Then add spinach. and nutritional yeast. Not sure, I wasn't fully paying attention to the camera there, so I only showed a part of it. But you get the gist. I added salt. If I was really feeling like not lazy, I could have seasoned the mushrooms separately. But I didn't feel like doing that, so I didn't. And it still tasted delicious. So this is like, I was trying to go for like a feta-y cheese. It wasn't quite a feta-y cheese, but it was still good. I added a decent amount of lemon, a ton of nutritional yeast, and salt and garlic. Let's see what else. Yeah, that's it. And then I just added it on top. And I followed the instructions on the crust on how long to put it in. So yeah, that'll be in the description box. But this is not a tutorial, honey. This is for inspiration. Because clearly I did not film enough instruction here. There we go. Through the magic of technology and editing, time is passing and the pizza is getting ready. And pizza. My review is I should have cut the dough in half and rolled it out super thin because I prefer a thin crust, but it was delicious. This is making me hungry. I'm gonna make some to eat today. Yeah, as you can see, the crust is pretty thick, but it was really good and it had good flavor.
A final plating video. I can't expose too much because I haven't done the apartment tour yet. Also, my apartment's in shambles. So this is an attempt at congee. We made one for my sister too.
So I have congee like once a week. This is variation 1 and 2. I just add veggies.